Hi Aquarius, this is Angel Aura Divination, and I'm here to give the sign of Aquarius their mid-June 2021 Tarot and Oracle message. I suggest going to listen to the collective reading before you listen to this reading, or possibly even after, where you'll get a lot more of the collective energy and some more possible resonating energies for you as well. So that might also resonate for you since it is for the collective. For this reading, I'm going to be using the Energy Oracle deck. I'm going to be using the Star Tarot. Here's the cards, and I'm also going to be using the Morgan Greer Tarot as well to give me some further clarification for the other cards that I'm going to be pulling for. I already have some of your cards already laid out here. I'm going to be trying that for possibly for the future in these readings, just to get the preliminary energies kind of out of the way so I don't go in so cold. But, you know, this is just me trying something out. So the first Energy Oracle card that we have for you, Aquarius, is the Woman Holding a Heart. And since this is a general reading, I do want to say that this is an interesting card to start out with. It's kind of clarifying that this reading is about, you know, possibly a relationship or even a family situation. This is a 44 reducing to the energy vibration of 8. So this could be about expansion or possibly even limitations, where you feel your heart is being on you feel your heart on your sleeve, or you're putting your heart on your sleeve, and you're seeing how that affects the relationships around you. Or you might be feeling like some people are judging you for being overly emotional and things like that, but possibly also feeling free and unburdened by the fact that you can communicate your emotions so effectively, or that you are able to feel your emotions so deeply and honestly even feel deeper connected to your intuition. The reason why this card is out, though, is also to tell you that there is a lot of beauty in being emotional, and that there's nothing wrong with being different, which is something that you might not think that the Aquarius might need to hear. But, you know, some people are not Aquarius suns, or Aquarius rising, they're Aquarius Venus, you know what I mean? So like Aquarius Venus really probably has a lot of work to do when it comes to being an individual, especially if they have earth sign placements, but that's not really the point in the reading. Anyway, you know, the Star Tarot here has the King of Wands out for you. The King of Wands is all about protection. It's all about, you know, that fiery energy of being able to take action and also being able to manifest without fear of, they're saying fear of interference. So, you know, you might even be working on kind of pushing out some of those more intrusive thoughts right now, especially when you meditate or when you visualize and things like that. And you're really taking a lot of power in that energy, where you're also protecting the things that it is you hold most sacred to you. You might even be, you might even be speaking more bluntly or dealing with somebody who's a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, and that's the person you might be holding your heart out for, regardless of whether or not you're a man or a woman holding your heart. It's still about, you know, you might be holding out some love for somebody who is a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo person, or possibly even somebody has that energy for you. And that's really coming into the fold for you right now, especially in the present energy, Aquarius. So let's get some Morgan Greer cards out to further emphasize some of this information, and also give me some clues on what I could tell you for some advice about this. So you have the Two of Pentacles and we have the Ten of Swords. This could have been a situation that has previously ended, where somebody couldn't really weigh out the pros and cons or figure out if the situation was going to benefit them, and so they walked away or ended it. There also could have been betrayal in this situation in the past, so this could definitely be a prior love situation. And if that's not true, then this person is really healing from that and trying to make better decisions for the future. But with that, I also see that there is a need to balance out the energies moving forward before action can be taken with the Chariot here. You could also be dealing with the Cancer person as well. And although this person does take a lot of action when they feel guided, right now they have to feel things out a little bit better because of the need to balance out the emotional center, especially because they're not as open to emotions as you. I think that might even be what this person was attracted to when it came to their relationship with you. And so if the ending of that situation with them was kind of difficult, and now they're trying to really focus on healing, and I think that sometimes they might get caught up, and they really need to also work on perspective and gratitude, which also might be something that you're dealing with in this current energy. So I want to say, do your own healing work, and if this person is mirroring you, then they're also going to be doing the healing work as well. And now we have death, saying to me, you know, that there will be a resurrection in this situation, because death represents a change. And you know, the death card in the tarot also talks about life after death. So if there was an ending in any kind of romantic situation for you, and you are hoping for a new beginning or manifesting that, especially, it might be coming in for you at this time, as long as you remain positive and do your own personal work, and hope that this person is also doing the work that they need to do to come back to you. That's all I'm getting with the woman holding a heart. So I'm going to move onward into the, what is this, this is the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, which is all about the throat chakra. This is a 39 reducing down to a 12, ultimately reducing to a 3, which is all about coming into a greater sense of wholeness and awareness on how you communicate with others, especially in the emotional sector, because we have the King of Cups coming out to further explain the energy. But I do want to talk about the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, first. You connect with Gabriel to pass better judgment and use your discernment, also to communicate more effectively on how you think and how you feel through creativity and through words. So you might be doing this especially in spiritual in the spiritual sense, where you're starting to notice that you might even be doing that, connecting to other people's souls, that deep soul connection that you feel in relationships, where when you hear somebody speak, you also hear the spirituality, you hear the light language that they're speaking as well, is what they're saying to me. With the King of Cups here, this does have to do with an emotional opening within yourself as well, and really understanding that there is a need for emotional protection, but also a need to understand that the emotions have a significant role in the lives of the relationships that you have within yourself and outside of yourself. Also understanding that you are trying to go through your own personal ascension, and possibly even connecting deeper to your Akashic records to do that. You know, there will be some cycles around you where you are going to feel a little bit imbalanced, and that's really what's going to, and focusing on healing and opening the heart chakra, I guess, and also the 3rd chakra is going to benefit you as well. The 3rd chakra, that's the focus on healing the heart chakra, focus on healing the solar plexus chakra, focus on healing the throat chakra, which all have to do with your the way you love yourself, the way you love others, your personal expression, and the way you communicate with others through creativity and also through words. So let's get some Morgan Greer Tarot cards out for this, for Aquarius. I think you are going to be ascending, especially in the mastery of your emotions. This person could be watching you on your social media, especially if a situation between you and them ended here with the Page of Swords in the World. This person could also just be reading over your text messages, or really thinking about how they could get back in your good graces after the ending of a situation or a cycle between you and them. Karma is on your side here with the World and the Page of Swords, though, especially if you're in any kind of field of study, or if you're doing any deeper spiritual work where you are trying to learn more about yourself. You will be coming into a greater sense of self-mastery with the Hierophant here as well. You will be going, possibly even having to the potential of becoming more of a social leader or a spiritual leader, if that's something that you're interested in as well. This could even be an upgrade or a promotion at your work as well. Your guides are here to connect with you on your intuition, and really have you also understand some of the Saturn energy, because there might be some Saturn transits that you're really experiencing right now that are changing the way that you deal with the relationships overall. You might even start noticing that you're starting to dress differently. But it's more about the intuition than it is about the way that you actually feel about the way you look. So the next card that we have out for you is the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands is here to talk about victorious cycles. So it's like things that have ended for you might be coming back to you, or things that you've let go of in that loving energy of when you love it, you set it free. Things might be coming back to you in this energy, and you're going to be balancing them out. You're going to be balancing out the give and take in your relationships, and possibly even connecting deeper to make sure that you're actually giving to people who need from you, instead of just giving to people who want from you. You know what I mean? And that might even be benefiting you in this throat chakra energy as well, with the 5th chakra and Archangel Michael being here. This is Archangel Gabriel. I don't know about Archangel Michael, but that was also kind of a channeled message. So maybe you're dealing with Archangel Michael as well, or somebody else who connects to Archangel Michael, since it's about relationships too. We have strength, and we have the 6 of Swords. So you are doing some shadow work right now to have a more peaceful life, and also a more peaceful energy and a more peaceful vibe. You might be connecting deeper to the cleansing to cleansing your space and really coming into more of a calm energy in your home too. You might even be wanting to heal or focusing on healing some of your own personal issues when it comes to having pets or relationships with individuals that are kind of where it's like it's that primal relationship between you and other people. I don't know exactly what that's talking about, but it's basically mentioning like that like relationships that connected to the sacral chakra is really what they're saying. And with the Six of Swords, you're kind of coming out of your head about that and letting it be what it is. This might even be some divine feminine energy where it's more of that wild child kind of energy. The last card that we have out for the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, is the Two of Swords. So you are still going to be in your head about some things, and you are still going to be faced with a little bit of the decisions when it comes to how to move forward and when it comes to communicating your thoughts and feeling your thoughts and letting them ride out. But this isn't about your intuition, it's about your logic. So don't overthink the intuitive hits that you get, because that might slow you down in your path and cause a lot of indecision and also cause a lot of stagnation for you. The next energy oracle card, and this is the last energy oracle card that we have out for you, Aquarius, is anxiety. This is an 18 reducing down to a 9. You might be diminishing yourself. The 9 numerologically, I don't know how to say that. I guess it's numerologically. When you add 9 to another single digit integer, it cancels up the 9. So you might be diminishing yourself right now, putting yourself in a mental cage, really putting yourself, burying yourself, isolating yourself due to a fear of being cast out. You might be overindulging in isolation to comfort yourself as well. I'm also getting the impression here that you might even be avoiding certain tasks or responsibilities right now with the anxiety card. The 9 is also about ending cycles, so you might be anxious about the ends of certain cycles happening in your life as well. We have the 3 of Pentacles here talking about, you know, the relationship to materials and the relationship to also developing energies within you, really focusing on healing, focusing on nourishing others, also focusing on protection and building something sacred with yourself and possibly even with your community. This is going to be somewhat of a spiritual journey coming out of this anxiety, but there is a lot of spiritual information and a lot of downloads that you will be getting to get out of this vibe. There's a lot of information that needs to come forward to you, and you're kind of blocking it out for some reason, and maybe that's what you're feeling for your anxiety. Some of you might be going through spiritual symptoms and awakening symptoms instead of just actual genuine anxiety, but that's up to you to discern, not me. I am not a, you know, professional healthcare advocate. Focus on the crown chakra. Open up. You're missing out on a lot of intuitive hits. Your guides are trying to help you. And I'm not saying that you have to go down a deep spiritual journey and deep spiritual path, but you might. We have the Hermit and the High Priestess here to talk about anxiety. So there might be some spiritual journey or spiritual path that you need to open up to, where you need to do some personal study, but also you need to go through a personal awakening and a personal journey and really focus on that isolation. And why do you isolate yourself so much? And is that really a problem for you? You know what I mean? Maybe you're shut in for a reason. I don't know. Anyway. The next 2 cards that we have out is the 7 of Swords and the Ace of Swords. There is going to be a new beginning when it comes to the way that you communicate with others. You might be feeling a little bit deceitful. Maybe you are learning a lot about surface level spirituality, but you're not actually communicating that very effectively, and now you're going to be coming into a greater awareness of how to do that. Moving forward, you're doing a lot of learning and you're doing a lot of growth and expansion when it comes to how to cleanse your space, how it is you're going to have the spiritual awakening that you need to have, really even possibly being gifted with new spiritual information, which is going to help you possibly even develop your own type of business or your own abundance for yourself. Maybe you're even learning about the law of attraction for the first time and really understanding how that's going to help you. But I would say be wary of people who are coming to you with negative intentions, because the 7 of Swords does also talk about deceit, and that might be what the anxiety is about as well, is that you have been deceived in the past and you don't want to be deceived in the future when it comes to spiritual mentors or guides that you entertain, and that's why you're being guided to do it alone. The moon is out here to tell you that you are going through a shadow of the night, though. You are going through somewhat of an awakening through this energy, where you are coming into a greater awareness about what serves you and what doesn't serve you, and also coming into a greater loyalty when it comes to your own relationship to your spirituality. And they're saying that you need to dive deeper. With the Fool here, this is saying that you need to go in head first. And this is also talking about that loyalty to the self and loyalty to the path. You know what I mean? You've been guided down this path before. You've been led to this path before, and you might have turned away from it. But now you're really being guided back to it. On the bottom of the deck from the Energy Oracle card, for your advice, we have happy family. So if you are feeling like you want to manifest a family situation, Aquarius, that might be opening up to you. But it also might be guidance that you need to either have a relationship open up to you from the past, or you might need to turn around and go back to one, or you might need to connect your divine masculine and divine feminine. You might also have a twin flame relationship that's coming into the fold for you, where you are going to have children. This is a 4, talking about divine alignment. This could be also alignment within yourself, where you're aligning all of your chakras together so that you can move forward and do some inner child healing work as well. We have the Knight of Rods here from the Energy Oracle. This is not the Energy Oracle. This is the Morgan Greer Tarot. The Knight of Wands here from the Morgan Greer Tarot, to give you the advice that you do need to move forward without fear. And when you manifest for yourself, new things will be coming into your energy, and you will be having better energies coming into your life when you decide that you also work on that spiritual protection that you feel is necessary, which might be why I'm feeling this energy that you need to cleanse. You know, use incense, use crystals to cleanse as well. You can also use spiritual colognes. I like Florida water. There's other ones as well, though. I'm really gonna start looking into sage water as well, because I don't like burning sage that much. It kind of bothers me, but that's me, you know. But that's all I really have for you, Aquarius. I know this was kind of a quick message, but I did already have your card set up, and I did want to kind of get through it. So hopefully this resonated for you. Leave a like in the comments as well. That didn't make sense. Leave a like for the video. Leave a comment if this resonated for you, or if you have anything else that you want to say to me. I really appreciate it. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I would also like to see a star in the comments if you got to this point in the video. Thank you so much, and goodbye, Aquarius.